Keep those going right now for Jeremy Lynn. All right, so let me first start by addressing the elephant in the room. I know you were expecting the basketball player, the Asian one, Jeremy Lin, but that isn't me. We have a few distinct differences. He's 6'4", I'm 5'8". He's a self-loving Christian, I'm a self-loathing Jew. He has a jump shot some would describe as wet. I can't say that applies to me. So, through all this, I thought for a long time, maybe I should use my middle initial or my middle name. So it would make me Jeremy Adam Lynn or Jeremy A. Lynn. I mean, it's worked for plenty of other people. Look at Michael B. Jordan, for example. He took over Wakanda by the age of 30. I mean, I would only be so lucky to get half of Wakanda. And think of some of our most successful presidents and the people that shot them. We have Lee Harvey Oswald and JFK. And we have John Wilkes Booth and Abraham. I don't know what the fuck his middle name is, Lincoln. But after adding my middle initial to all my credit cards and my email signatures, I soon realized that people who use middle names or middle initials fall into one of three distinct camps. They're either famous, they're lawyers, or they're white assholes. And of course, the last two are not mutually exclusive. So this whole exercise got me thinking about names and identity. And I don't know if I want the middle name Adam. Maybe it should be Murphy, because I had a lot of bad shit happen to me in my life. And maybe because I'm Jewish, I should just make it Mordecai. So instead of Murphy's Law, it should be Mordecai's Law. The only difference is that instead of what can go wrong will go wrong, it's, everything is horrible. I need a break. Can you get me a salsa? But look, okay, that would be a problem because it would blow my cover as a non-Jew. You see, Jeremy Lin is not that Jewish of a name. So, I mean, there's a lot of value in those names, especially the last names. Think of the Cohens, and the Bermans, and the Bergs. I mean, it's an amazing way for you to identify a great deli or bagel place. Would you ever go to a place that was called Muhammad's Bagels? Ask yourself, 'cause I wouldn't. So while we're on the topic of diversity, I grew up in a suburb of Washington, D.C., where there were pretty much all white people. And a few years ago, they had the crime of the century there. And yes, it was a murder. It was everything they were talking about in the news, everywhere in town. And I shit you not, this murder happened in a Lululemon. Yes, I said that correctly. That must have been the worst session of hot yoga that anybody has ever had, that they needed to kill somebody over it. You know, in most towns when there's a murder, usually people go on a search for who done it. In my town, people were trying to figure out the life insurance policy that the victim took out. So, on this whole search for identity and names, I realized I don't want to be that asshole with a middle name or a middle initial. I just want to be the one that people don't laugh at when they say my name out at the doctor's office. Thank you guys very much. Hope you have a good rest of the night.